Bruce, Warren, it's the law now. Now that you've won twice, you have to give us something. Tell us something about season 2.
It starts after season 1. It's really good. How's that?
Something in the broad strokes, something about tone. Give us something.
It's a comedy. It's hilarious. No, we're just expanding on the world created by Margaret Atwood in the first season. We go to the colonies. Is that a tidbitty enough for you?
Congratulations.
We just won for season. Can't we rest? This is for season 1.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My questions are from the fans of HFPA and Facebook, and they want to know where does your drive to create come from?
You know, it's a good question. I've been doing this since I was just writing. I've been writing since high school. So I think it's always what I've liked to do. I mean, I come from a big storytelling family, but I'm sure everybody up here has a different circuitous route that got them to a storytelling profession. But for me, I think it was just, you know, genetically encoded for me.
Okay, and whoever wants to answer, this is for HBO. I mean, this is for the fans of Facebook on the HFPA fans of Facebook. And their question is, what is your biggest challenge when starting a project, and how do you overcome it?
Yeah, what is your biggest challenge?
What is my biggest challenge? I think our biggest challenge as a group is probably just trying to do this incredible book justice, this particular show. My challenge in general when starting a project is I set a kind of high bar for myself. And so I'm always trying to do something I haven't done before. So for me, it's just about, I suppose, the challenge that I set for myself that nobody else does, really, for me. And sleep. Sleep, always. Always a challenge.
Over here to your left, for anyone who would like to take this, I don't know if you drove here and you saw the Hollywood Handmaids protest. Just, you know, what do you make of all this response to the show that is, you know, in line with what's going on in Hollywood this evening, a political, social movement of sorts, and everything is sort of in line with the themes that come out of your show, I would say.
Yeah, come on, please, Ann, come on up. You know, there are a lot of times we wish we were not as relevant as we are. We went into development and then into production, and the world was a very different looking place. It was not a Trump world. And midway through the first season, the reality changed. And I think each and every day we're reminded of what we carry forward. A responsibility to live up to Margaret Atwood's vision, and also to be a part of the resistance. And today we also join the resistance for Time's Up. So that feels, I think, for all of us, a really important and good place to be. And we love that our work's being celebrated.
Hi, Angela Bishop from Network 10 Australia. Elizabeth, I'm over here, if I could ask you. You worked in Australia this year as well on China Girl and Top of the Lake. Two very female-centric projects of a number nominated tonight, which have been getting lots and lots of eyeballs. I mean, these are things people are watching and enjoying. Is this a way in itself of empowering women, telling our stories, but having them be enormously popular?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, you know, we want to tell stories that reflect our lives back at us. And many, many, many women watch television, and many, many women go to the movies, sometimes more than men. And so we want to see those stories. We want to see ourselves. And we also believe, not only at Top of the Lake, but at the Handmaid's Tale, in having as many women behind the camera as possible, as many female producers, directors. Where is she? There's Reed. You know, it's really, really important to us to take a part in that movement. And it's also what people want to see. I think that Hollywood is learning that that makes money, that that's popular. This is a show led by a woman, and it's doing well. And I think that is something that people are listening to.
Hi, over here to your left. Just really quickly following up on the Time's Up movement, what specifically are you guys doing in joining it?
In joining or enjoying it? Because it's kind of enjoyable. I think just to be able to be able to have people start to be comfortable talking about all these things that are so uncomfortable, because when they are not spoken about is when they, proliferate in the darkness. So the more we can talk about it, the more we can bring these conversations to the fore. Things have changed a lot since I started in television, and this seems like a tipping point where things are going to change quite a bit, and we're thrilled to just be here and be part of it.
Hi. Really, for all of the actors, Elizabeth, Alexis, all of you, you were depicting things on the screen, some out of the book. They think, this could never happen. This could never happen. Now, you pick up the newspapers, you turn on the news, and you think, hey, that could never happen. That could never happen. For all of you, has it expanded your idea of possibilities, both positive and negative? And congratulations, of course.
Sweetheart, would you just say that question again? I'm so sorry.
Some of the things in the show, in the plot.
Oh, I think I remember.
And some of the things in the news seem impossible to happen, and they're happening. Has this expanded your idea of what can and cannot happen in the world on the upside and the downside?
Well, I think women know that it certainly does happen, so none of us are surprised, not for a minute. That Margaret Atwood's story could be possible. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen, but the story is very worth telling and living. But no, I don't think, I'm not surprised. And I'm not going to be surprised when it all turns around either, which I think it is well on its way of doing. Thank you.
Hello. Hi. Congratulations. I just wanted to ask, this show was passed over at Amazon, and after that we learned a little bit about the boss there, and I was wondering if you could say if you think that was a coincidence or not.
I have no idea, and I wouldn't dare to answer kind of the inner workings of Amazon and how they decide what projects they're going to do or not.
What I will say is that both at Hulu and at MGM, there has never been ever a message in any way to cut back, curtail, soften any of our content. We have partners that basically just look at us and say, go forward, do the work you're doing. They're amazing for us to go out there, and our greatest fear is to disappoint them or disappoint Margaret's readers and her loyal following. It's an amazing world that we get to live in to do this kind of work.
All right, everybody, thank you so much.
Thank you.